All right. Almost start the day. Uh, where are my lands? Let's small again. Okay. Land, creator. Let's see what Chonada Furry might be up to. Quick search. Modern Energy and then Fruit of Breach before that. So probably Energy. It's gotta be just living in and force some negation on the multi 5. Hey Bjorn. Oh, you think I should have played the Bobbers deck? Maybe. Didn't even really consider it. Alright, I think I should Watery Grave on one and cycle Curator first. And then see what I draw and have better info for the Surveil or not. Hey Jontonator. I don't think I ever want to bounce anything. I'll just do that. Get. Doesn't really matter. Scholar's probably worth it. Just draw 2 and unblock. Oh, Dev Ocelot Pride, I might be in trouble. Okay, no second one drop. That was nice. For sure. Let's do breeding pool or fetch for island. Try breeding pool. Come on. Definitely discard matching. I think just discard a force probably still. Could discard turtle. Am I ever forcing a fable or bombardment? Honestly, don't think so. I don't know, maybe this is greedy. The question is going to be, do I have one more turn or do I have 2 more turns? Looks like they have discharge in hand. Debating whether to discharge or whether to fetch for surveil land. Is it Season Pyro? Flage? All pretty bad. Season Pyro, Flage, Fable. All pretty bad. Season Pyro. Season Pyro might be the worst. Might mean I have to Endurance first. 2 lands. Oh wow, okay. I think I should just chomp, right? It makes sense not to chomp right away. I mean, I could just draw a Living End. Not a force. I think there's a Scholar again. Discard matching. Do I ever have time for another Scholar this game? Feels like I don't. Hey, what's up, Trail? Bombardment, I probably have to force, right? I guess I should have surveilled and cycled first. Sky Turtle, not the greatest anyways. Rough. Maybe I should have kept subtlety. Oh, come on, Overlord or Agent, please. Oh no, I fetched the wrong one. I don't have a. I have a green surveillant to fetch for free. Well, I'm all to 5, and I didn't see an Overlord or an Agent in my like top 20 cards. It's pretty rough. Because they're not drawing the greatest either. Alright, the question is, do I chump? I should have fit in the deck first. I guess I can. Should I fit in my deck first? Probably. Alright, if I block guides, I could live. But I die to a single flage, which they could have. If I block Seasoned Pyro, I die even if I draw a creature as a problem. Whereas there, if I draw block guides, I go down to 3, but then if I draw another creature, I could live. I don't think they had to flage earlier. They would have flaged earlier if they had it. We died to flage regardless. No, I have 2 ends in the graveyards. Could sack the food. Wait, my trigger, their trigger resolves. Yeah. Alright, fair enough. I think you're right. Alright, well, not die either way. Alright, last slaves they played had 1 lantern, couple Orm's chance. A ghost vacuum. Actually pretty high on the graveyard hate. Alright, let's do Harvester. Let's do Awaken. Maybe let's do a couple Foundation Breaker against that list. And the Force of Negations are kind of bad. Kind of good against Lantern and stuff. I board out the Sky Turtle usually. Probably keeping 1 Force is fine. 1 or 2. I do have like 4 Scholars. I could discard some Street Wraith because they're not good discards to Scholar. Let's do this. Alright, another Maul. That's free in 2 games. Finally. Good hand. And I'm going to want to get rid of Endurance, I think. Could also just get rid of Creator. Hollow Forager I play because With overlords and stuff, you can mill yourself a little more easily, so... Do we have to respect Blood Moon? No, they don't have it main or sideboards. Kind of weird they don't have Blood Moon sideboard. I guess it's not that effective against I think I can let them have... I can still get basic forest here. I don't think it's too greedy to get basic forest. Well, I might want to cycle Curator next turn. That is kind of greedy. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to say go. I think Guide of Skull, that is sold probably better than Pride. I don't have Goes Vacuum. Goes Vacuum might just be too slow here. Also, if I just draw a land, I'm in pretty good shape, I think. Nope. Wait, I just drew that Force of Negation, right? Yeah. Obviously. Dude, my draws are so bad. Just free mauls, opponent 0 mauls. Not even good mauls. Tilt. Get her down to free cards. Let's see. Cycle first, I guess. Cycle this. Get... I mean, it's a surveillance, which is not bad, but... I'm just gonna bin it. I don't think I need a land. I think I want to subtlety that. Maybe I'll see one agent in like, 2 games. One agent in 40 cards. Just have to cry. Yeah, I think it's all late though, but we'll see. Oh my god. Oh, thank god. They just get like any land. just oh, they just get like any non-surveil land. I just lose. Well, I guess that's subtlety, but it would have been rough. I just min-maxed, I'm just... Oh no, it's not even min-max, and Marshflash was already in the yard. They kept in Static Prison. I wonder if I just pitched the agent here. They kept on top. Pitch the agent, play Scholar, discard Living End, get Overlord soon. Kind of makes sense. Good thing I drew that agent, finally. Harvester of Misery under Goes Vacuum is kind of funny. Bit of a non-bow. Drawing all the agents now. Save some for game free. Discard Matcha. Matcha. Should I start attacking? Could. I wonder what they kept on top. Could be anything. Flage, Season, Pyro. All that good stuff. I think I'm gonna win this game. Looking kind of decent. Hey Weeb, I'm doing great. Especially if Ragavan is what they kept on top. Can't imagine it's Ragavan, especially when you could surveil a creature to the yard. Maybe it's Driven Charm. Alright. I probably do want to get rid of that, probably do want to get rid of that Ghost Vacuum. What else am I gonna do? I could do Overlord, I guess. Yeah, the FF spoilers, I haven't watched too much of it or looked into detail, but we'll do that today in between rounds. We can take a nice good look. The R looks cool. I saw a lot of text on a lot of the cards. Kind of excited about a lot of text on a lot of the cards, to be honest. I get the feeling the people who like Final Fantasy are liking what they see so far as well. Who needs Living End after all when you have Overlords? Truly one of the Hakuna Matata cards of all time, the Black Overlord. It means no worries till the end of your days. Okay, why not? Should I even attack with Overlords? Hakuna Matata in French? Don't remember it. But it did have Thraven Charm. Alright, good beats. That's kind of annoying. I could Living End, get back Overlord, Foundation Breaker, and an Agent. And if they have Charm for my graveyard, it's not the end of the world. I don't think it makes sense to play Awaken. I could play Overlord. I don't think I need to. Damn, that's gonna Living End. Seems pretty reasonable. No, I will not. I will use Overlord ability, yes. Endurance is probably nice. There's a Flage. I guess I have Subtlety. Well, something I can cast. Maybe Scholar was better, actually. It's a blue card, too. Probably doesn't matter too much. I'm just gonna Subtlety. Kind of logged them out with Overlord Subtlety here, basically. Bombardment Flage are scariest. Yeah, I mean, nothing is scary, I think, at this point. I don't think they have... No one have, like, all these subtleties. They have no cards in hand. Okay. Let's just stack with everyone. Probably just get a blue card back. I could just do Scholar, actually. Scholar is a little greedy. I'll get Scholar, but I won't cast it. Because if I cast it, I don't draw a blue card, and they draw a Flage, and probably still can't lose, but, you know. They draw a Johnny or the bottom, I don't know. Alright, on the draw... They still have Ghost Vacuum. Their latest list had a Ghost Vacuum, 2 Worms Chant, a Soul God Lantern. They could bring in Molten Rain on the play. Could be a little scary. I don't think I want to do Dismember. It's just the life. Probably just not worth it, honestly. Could do the turtle just because it's like dubs. Color is a little slower on the draw. Force of negation a little better on the draw. Turtle passable, street race passable. Oh, right. Good call. I never changed it back.
And I missed the XDD time for the challenge UNXDD. Hey everyone, also OMG hi.
Good thing Jim's message was like 60. Oh, that's weird. It showed Grumpy Man before Jim's resub in the chat. Maybe Flare is a little slow. I'll trim a Flare or Force. I'll trim a Scholar for... The Turtle is always so bad. But it does pitches to everything. Including the Scholars. How bad can Turtle be? Let's do one Turtle for one Street Wraith and see if I regret my decision. Yo, Jim, thank you so much for all the subs. My favorite Portuguese viewer. Don't tell Jose I said that. I think I have to keep, right? They're tied for first. Okay. And Grumpy Man, also back, was the Prime sub for 18 months. Grumpy Man. 91. Thank you so much. Oh, they're mulliganing to 5. Oh, Peter, you're from Portugal too? Well, I was gonna say you should have tried to have a more Portuguese name, but when you put it that way, I see Peter as in like a German version or maybe an Eastern European version. I've literally never called you Pedro either, and you've never corrected me, so I don't know why you want from me. Really. Alright, what's the line here? Probably can afford to get basic force for one. I'm assuming killing the Johnny now is pretty good. Been here for like 7 years. I don't think I mean, maybe you mentioned it and stuff. Sorry, bud. Now I feel so bad. If I kill a Johnny with Harvester, it's pretty good to have Harvester in my graveyard, right? I think this is pretty reasonable play. Blade is a lot of damage. That's obscene. Hey, the turtle over Street Wraith kind of worked out, right? It did its job. Being a green card. I'm not gonna mess around, right? While they're tapped out. They mull to 5, they like have nothing left. Turtle's finest quality being a blue and green card. Draw step. Probably just hardcast creator. 2 lands in an overlord, snap keep. The main zoo. Ooh. It's a little scary. They can go over the top, even if I'm living in, maybe. They have 4 counters. Ragavan's always kind of annoying. Flage. Sideboard up to 4 consign. 2 stubborn. Goes vacuum. Surgical. Oof. Better win that game 1. Oh, the bud did its work. Morning, morning. Should I just get a breeding pool and not be too greedy, or should I get basic forest? You overslept and missed a challenge? Well, sounds like you have your priorities right. Unironically. Sounds well played by you. I was gonna get breeding pool. I feel like getting basic forest is gonna backfire at could backfire at some point. The ultimate troll. Got him. Alright, what are we getting back? I guess just get back an agent. Oh, agent or subtlety? No. Did I mail a living end? I did not. Yeah, let's just get agent. I'll mess around too much. Vian, thanks for your generosity, bud, on top of everything you do for the channel already. What would we do without Vian? So how do I get punished here if I say go? Doorkeeper Thrall. Not the biggest punish. Spectre Denial. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature you control is power 4 greater. Feels like I should just say go here. Question is, do I play Undercity Sewers? I think I'm just going to play Undercity Sewers. Scholar is a pretty nice one to draw, right? Plays around their counterspell plan. It's pretty bad against the Thrall, though. Alright. Cycle now, check for Overlords. I want to keep Boseiju because I want to have on-tap plan. This way they can't just go like... They can't play a big creature and have... That's what that card does, right? This spell costs 1 less to cast. This way I can pay for... They can't just go 2 mana, big creature into... Ooh. Well, this is kind of nice, right? I just get an Overlord if I Boseiju. Someone's living dangerously. I guess I need to return this deck now to Mana Trader. Alright, I believe I'm... Wait, are they playing what I think they're playing? Yeah, they are, right? Mountain... Okay, so Ragavan, no. Alright, that doesn't do anything. Consign... Oh, they have 1 consign in the main. Not much I can do about that. So Boseiju Overlord's pretty great. But it could backfire. Let's just cycle. I'm gonna cycle. There, that's really good, because now... Now I can pay If they have consign, oh well. I can pay for their, like, silly counter. And I still have Boseiju for Overlord if things go poorly. Alright. Alright, it's nice to win game one because sideboard is going to be rough. 4 consign, goes vacuum, surgical, stubborn denial if they want to. So is Force of Negation any good? I'm assuming Force of Negation is pretty heinous. It's good against the one goes vacuum, and it's good against like Tribal Flames at the end. So the Force can go. Awaken's probably fine. This might be a Dismember matchup because they can just play Ragavan and sit behind it, I think. Oh, can I Betrayal them? Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make sense. Dispute. Dispute's not very good against Consign. Probably not worth it. I think I just have to like power through their hate, basically. Or if they have too much of a reactive draw, just enough of the slowness. I mean, I like that artifact deck, but it was not where I wanted it to be against energy. Whereas I think this deck's like pretty decent against energy, but who knows? Alright, let's try a straight wraith. I think Turtle can go. How many Foundation Breakers against Leyline Draco? Should I just do all 4? Scholar gets a little worse on the draw. Maybe 3. Dispute? Maybe. It's mostly for Spectral Denial. Because Consign they can replicate. I'd have Stubborn Denial too. I'll do 1 Dispute. And it's good with Scholar. Maybe I'll be greedy and cycle all the Street Wraith. Also, I kept in all the flares. I don't know if that's right. It's a tough matchup when you're playing combo deck against Ragavan counters and whatnot. Tough. Dubs Maul, Dubs Living End. Keep. They just get rid of the disputes. Fetch Basic Island, fetch Overgrown Tomb, play Overlord, and if they keep mana up, I just start jamming Endurances. Alright. No Ragavan, no Leyline stuff. It's pretty nice. Boseiju is really nice too. Get Watery Grave Forest. Is that better? Overgrown Tomb. Watery Grave Forest. Kylo's kind of annoying too, exiling stuff, obviously. Okay, what did we say? Watery Grave Basic Forest. That's kind of reasonable. So they're going to be killing me pretty fast. What we got? Foundation Breaker. Meh. Ship has sailed. Probably Subtlety. So I'm gonna agent next turn. They're probably gonna have a counter for it. Then I can maybe try and double block. I'm not sure Subtlety actually makes sense. None of the other cards are very exciting either. I can play with subtlety. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, let's take subtlety. It's also, yeah. Also, maybe good if they just play another. Yeah. I need another blue card, but yeah, I can do the force of will trick with subtlety. Yeah, Roger. Thank you so much for the resub. The Jace badge. Kind of started slacking. I think the badges stopped changing on like year 4, year 5. One day I'll take care of the badges. All right, they'll loot it away, which makes sense. They're tapping their blue mana? I mean, maybe they play Orm's Chance. They're ripping Binding, kind of. At least I can beat Orm's Chant if I draw blue cards. Alright. They could have Surgical. They could have, like, Orm's Chant. Oh, I drew the blue cards. Beauty. Should I Endurance first? What am I getting back? Getting back Endurance, Foundation Rigor, Curator, and Ents. I mean, what is these Endurance going to do for me? Nothing, right? I mean, I guess I can cast them down the line. Yeah, they tap their blue mana. They have either Binding or Orm's Chant or Surgical. Something like that. 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's say they bind the Ents. I still have 4, 6, 9 power. 11. Endurance in play. They could bind the Ent, play another Draco. Why not have Star of Denial for a creature? Do you have Orm's Chant? Are they trolling? Just the perfect. No cards in hand. Free card Force of Will. Easy clap. Just absolute nuts. I think this is good enough to keep, like, functional enough. It doesn't have Overlord or Asian, but I think on the play it's perfectly fine. What do I want to get? Hedge Maze? Black green? Let's see what my opponent might be up to first. Mana's 2, 3, 5. They played a bunch of Belcher, and they got second in the most recent challenge was... Wait, what? Song of Creation. The canister deck? That's really recent, right? Cool. Tamio Emery? Lavadart, Repeal. Wow. Did they break it? Hey, cool guy. Welcome to the chat. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, very cool. Okay. Okay. Does it matter? I guess Mystery Forest just strictly better dual land because it gets both my basics. Alright, let's see if they're always playing the same deck, or... Is that a deck Canister has played, like this specific version? I've never seen Tamio Emery version. Looks like they're still on the same deck. They mailed their WinCon? I'd have a Grape Shop too. Alright, let's get... Probably just blue-green for now. Turtle. I don't think Turtle does much against them, right? Seems pretty heinous. Bonjour. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful world. Okay, let's get back the cheap one. Alright, only I'm gonna start forcing bubbles. You bought one display? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, oh, do they have disruption? 2 Lavadars, 2 Noxious Revive, 4 Repeal, 2 so no disruption. Rumble. I think Rumble is fine. Yeah, I just want to save Force for the enchantment, basically. Next turn. I think I maybe. Wait, they've mailed. How do they win? They've mailed Grapeshot and. Oh, they have 2 Noxious Revival. Okay. Nah, they don't play. Their latest list didn't play Endurance, anyways. Do you have so many options? I could play land. I kind of like land Endurance, I think. It's kind of nice. I could go Overlord, dig for an agent. Endurance is kind of nice against Emery. It doesn't just give them free cards. I don't want to play Scholar because I want to keep all these blue cards. I think it's going to be pretty tough for them to beat. So it's like either Overlord or Endurance. I think maybe it's just Overlords. You like the Endurance line? Hmm. I was thinking at the Overlord, and if I brick... I mean, Endurance line is cute, but... Feels like I'm such a good spot. I already have one Underlord ticking. It's 10. Also, it's kind of silly, but oh no, they have 2 shifting woodlands. I was gonna say, okay, so they really can't deck themselves. I was gonna say they mailed their last Noxious Revival, but they can like woodland Jason kill you that way, I guess. I feel like I just want to get an agent. Play. Endurance line is fine. Overlord line is fine. Alright, I guess I'll do Endurance line. Seems pretty solid. I do have Overlord ticking down too. Okay, Urza Saga has a tiny bit of pressure. Let's play Overlord first. Did we get an agent? No. Colossal Skyrotal. I did mail a Living End. Subtlety, meh. I guess it's just Curator, right? Actually, End for Surveillant is not bad either. Maybe Ends for Surveillant plays out nicely. I think I kind of like that. It's closed though. Oh. Well, that's all worse. than I thought it was. Since I don't have the... That's all unfortunate. Alright, that was almost definitely worse than getting back Creator of Mysteries. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect you to notice, Tiny. I should have checked. I thought at times about playing a third green surveillance, just because that's one thing I'm not careful about. A lot of the time, I won't like if you can, you want to fetch the blue-black surveillance. This way, your ants can get the other two green lands. That Saiya's gonna kill me really fast. I feel like I should be fine, but was 2 for some negation in hand. I guess I should keep blue-black up. In case I draw another Overlord. Discard matching, discard a Scholar. Kind of want to play Sing just because I'm getting low on life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm playing no bargain in Force Scholar. Kind of wish one of these scholars was a bargain. Just because it digs a little deeper. Surely I'll draw an Endurance at some, or an Agent at some point, right? Oh, Haywire Might main deck. That's a new one in their deck. At least it's not like random crypt. Ooh, Woodlands. I forgot Woodlands. Song just beats me. Well, I have endurance, but this game's looking much worse now. Please force exiles the enchantment. That's a big deal. Yeah, it's Song Creation. Apparently, someone broke it. They came in second in Enchantress. Or to be fair, they went 6-free. So I guess they went like. They made it at 4-2? No. How do you get second place with a 6-free record? Maybe they got a buy? Why is that even possible? That makes no sense. I'm confused. How many living in have I mailed? Good beats. The new Shakubo didn't like 1 mana Vine Lash or Kudzu. Feel like if I don't draw Forger or Living in next turn, I'm just gonna lose this game. Okay. It's pretty good. It's better than a Scholar right now. Please be there. Thought I tapped my mana poorly. I don't know why I played the land first. Loose. Oh. Hopefully they don't have any kind of weird interaction. They do get back a Haywire Might. Wait, they're playing Endurance? Oh, good beats. I got. Wow, and I don't have a subtlety. And I can't even force my own, it's not the end of the world. But it is good beats. As they do get to turn their woodlands into an emery too. And clock's running all low. Sideboard, they get a crypt, some consigns. Okay. I think I'm fine still. I think I can maybe win this game, and then B, I think I'm still okay in the sideboard games. I like my chance. I have Ash Shock, that probably like wrecks them. Assuming I have to counter it. Right on time, subtlety. Right on freaking time. Man, their one-up's doing so much work. Well, I don't know if endurance is a one-up, but I guess they probably cut Noxious Revival and added endurance instead. Dude, their deck looks cool. Song of Creation is cool. Plus, like all the nice utility with Saga and whatnot. Big fan. I think I need to force that because they have the woodlands in play. Never a bad idea to force. I think I'm just gonna take it for now. Well, you know what? I probably should have blocked. You said Rage in next turn. I guess I can block. Classic Needs. Is that the last one? Yeah, it was the last living end. Dude, I'm so unreal. How do I do it? When will I learn? When will I just add the fourth living end? Especially with four scholar. Time to suspend. I think I need to keep subtlety. Man up. Just need to kind of not die, honestly. So now I need to like endure. Yeah, I can suspend it next turn, I guess. I'm not sure how I win by doing that, but I guess I can draw endurance, actually. Yeah. Is that the new breach? Hiya! Alright. Kind of need a quick bathroom break, anyways. I'll be right back. Hey, why is there no almond ice cream? You have pistachio ice cream, hazelnut's pretty popular. Because there's like maybe almond milk ice cream, but that's different. Why is there no? Why is the almond ice cream not a thing? All right. So they're gonna get a crypt. Looks like they had consigned to memory last time, and then they might bring in Ledger Shredder too. Dispute seems good. Ashok seems good. Dismember seems good. Foundation Breaker seems okay. A lot of cards seem okay. Endurance also okay. I think Subtlety is pretty bad. It's like bad except for Endurance. Just kind of annoying. Please be your open or he won't shut up tomorrow. You know them. I think I have decent shots. I'll trim Subtlety. Don't really want to trim Street Race in the matchup. Probably trim. And probably trim Endurance. Even the Endurance is okay against them. Force of Nation is good. Could trim Flare. Wait, why do I need Endurance? Blocks the Mio. Decent against Emery. Decent against the land. Just decent when I'm living in too. And then how many Foundation Breakers do I want? Getting the zeros is bad. It's mostly just Saga, right? Actually, Foundation Breaker is not that good against them, right? Maybe I'll do a couple still. And then there's Awaken. Awaken's just kind of flexible. I want Ashiok. I want Disputes. I want Dismember. Killing their first creature seems kind of nice. I'll cut another Flare. I'll cut another Endurance, I guess. When you endurance them, you said you were concerned with them using the woodland to copy Jace. If they did that, the woodland is already in place, so the Jace would have 0 life, not 4. It would die instantly. Is that how Planeswalker work? Sounds like you're right, but it wouldn't make sense. Alright, I'm assuming they only have one endurance, right? Or do you think they play two to loop them? Alright, we drew a land. Do I want to cycle to have more info? Yes. Okay. I mean, I don't have my third land. Can't keep that. Alright, that was pretty poor. I guess I drew second land, but it was not a great land. Alright, at least they don't have turn 1 Emery. Hope they don't have turn. Hope they're just shuffling for the bubble and they don't actually have turn 1 Tamio. That's nice. Got rid of a repeal. That was pretty nice. Probably just get black mana, right? Black green. I don't need to counter it to Mio. I have agent in hand. Kind of want to keep it now, right? Because they have a counter spell. It's also a blue card for force. I think Xenon. Shredder. Can't do anything about it. Shredder, discard Shredder is obviously like a little obnoxious. As long as they don't have endurance with their one of green cards, I'm not in the. Seems like I'm in a pretty decent spot, right? Oh, they get to discard again. Hmm. It's unfortunate. I mean, I feel like my hand kind of plays itself. If they have it all, they have it all, you know? No, not this time. I'm surprised they didn't just bubble right away. Just because of endurance. I don't know what they were saving that bubble for. Maybe an Emery. Shredder's pretty obnoxious. Good against my Ashok plan, too. If I don't kill them fast, Shredder Emery could take over. Alright, this member would be nice. Which member? Now the graveyard is stocked. They have Emery, Shredder. I wonder if I cast Agent. I have a Living End left. No, I guess I kind of want to force negation bubble. They have two, but still good. I'll have doubles force up probably. It's unfortunate. I don't want to force because I don't want to give Shredder another trigger. Okay. Looks like it should be fine. I think I should just play Agent, right? Just an extra lethal attacker. And then I can force something on their turn. I wonder if I mean, I'm sure I just run like at expectation, right? But it does feel like I do draw the living ends a lot. Maybe it's just like just happens a lot in general, and obviously just giga biased. Please hold up Force Dispute. I think it's better to have a creature in play. No? You know, I think when they're at 1, it's good to play that 2-2. Alright. Foundation Breaker. The thing is, Saga owns me. Their latest list had 2. We saw them in game 1. But it's really only... They have other Saga answers. Like, Ashok subs the last trigger of a Saga. Force of Negation is so bad, except against the 4-mana enchantment. It's okay against Rumble, I guess. The endurance D's? Sure, but everything's D's, right? I feel like everything's D's. Yeah, every card could have its moments. That's why I didn't trim any Street Wraith or anything. I wanted to keep the... Does feel like Endurance does a lot, right? Potentially blocking Tamio, blocking Shredder, just winning a fair game, just couple Endurance against Emery. Like somewhat of a soft counter to Emery. What does Ashug do? Think Ashug's bad? I guess it's not supposed to get bubble if they're careful. It like resets Delirium. It resets Delirium. It stops Saga from searching. Yeah, maybe Ashok is bad, especially on the draw. Let's not do Dash. I think they're good on the play, probably worse on the draw, especially against Shredder. Trim of Force, yeah. I think well, we're on the draw now. Maybe keeping not a flare? Alright. I'm not sure that's right, but I kind of agree to Ashok. Second look, don't look the most exciting. No blue mana, but pretty great hand besides that. Got a random question. Do people generally get upset between formal and informal in French? Like if they expect formal and you use informal, or other way around? Classic. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the person. I would not get offended at all, but the mill crypt. Their hand must not be very functional if they're milling a crypt, or they just have Emery. Haywire Minds, okay. I could dismember it. It doesn't make their Emery cheaper. And I do have Overlords. Could be a really slow game. Kind of feels bad to dismember that, though. Kind of feels bad to waste a mana as well. Don't mind me giving my hand away. Alright, hopefully we mail a generous end. The classic dilemma. Street race or generous end? Alright, I'm not gonna be greedy this time. I've learned my lesson. Had that spot a bunch yesterday, and I went for street race every time and got punished every time. Yeah. Emery. Sure. Actually, I started with Dismember on Emery. Probably. Surely I want lands, right? He's living in back. I like my deck. I could just say go. Could say go, I could play another Overlord. I need to worry about Consign a bit. That's my graveyard's not even that exciting right now. So I guess I'll just say go. I think. Yeah, I might be able to just hardcast Overlord next turn. Strongest card in the set is Prop Sephiroth. We're going through the list, and so far it looked like that was the most card, one of the better cards, the better cards. But we only went over like 20 or so cards. They're attacking into Endurance. Well, because they can kill Overlord anyways. May just saved a life, honestly. Alright, Liz says just block now and save the 1 damage. Exiled. Rip. Get sewers. I think I want a subtlety. I think just agent now, make them have it. They probably have at least one.
Probably cornflakes and what was last name?
Bubble lets them flip to Mio. I don't think that's worth countering. I should be able to just kill the Tamio. Might as well, right? Endurance. Do I want to draw an Endurance? Not really. Alright, you have another consign. I didn't get Endurance because I can get it back if I want to. Alright, second consign. Well, I still have a decent clock. I don't think I want to attack because I want to force them to flip to me, right? I don't want to give them a clue for free. This game's a little scary. They could kind of have it. I think I'm ahead. Like, if they have a Shredder here... They have a Shredder and a spell? I might lose. Shredder and a 0. They do have 5 cards in hand. You get to hardcast Overlord next turn, which is nice. They don't have Shredder, though. Nothing. Could have their own Endurance. Do I just sink Endurance here? Is it worth it? Or casting Overlord? Probably not. Maybe they have like repeal. They can repeal their Tamio. It's kind of a cool combo. Repeal and Tamio. Could force it. Or I could cast an Overlord. It's much better to cast an Overlord, right? Surely. Can even get back subtlety. Subtlety's nice. It's a blue card for force. It's also just subtlety for creature. Assuming that's what I want. Song of Creation. I should probably force that one. Force with Sync. Or force with subtlety. Right, force with subtlety, right? Yeah, my clock's getting low, you're right. Seiju's kind of nice. So what am I getting back? Forager? Forager, Living End. Draw a million cards, that seems good. Endurance? Really? Why endurance? Good Forager consign too. I think they could have endurance. A living end. Alright, they're at 8. Maybe I should just say go. Alright, that's bad. I'm just gonna say go. Yeah, I should have gotten back like, I don't know, endurance, you're right. Twitch chat was right. What's new? 5 mana? Alright. That was all closer than it should have been at the end. Taking so much time and not getting back endurance. Alright, I feel like I'm keeping this hand regardless of what my opponent's playing. Are they also playing Living End? No way. Holy moly. Oh god. Uh, for endurance, me too. Commandeer, press the enemy, force. So force is good again. Hmm. I am kind of a living in mirror match expert, but I've not played it in a while. I'm also very good at just drawing my living ends. Alright, obviously you want to keep endurance in the mirror. Yeah, living end broken. Everyone who has questions, hey Adam, please ask one in between rounds. Like this match could be pretty long. I'll just view my clock. Is this no? It's kind of a. I used to think it was kind of a fun mirror match. I felt like I won like a lot of the mirror matches, which probably means there's a decent bit to it. The scholars seem really good in the mirror. This damn scholar, but I have 2 in hand already. Can I have too many scholars? It's a blue card for force. It's kind of nice insurance to just fill up your graveyard, though. If I didn't have 2, I think maybe I would have kept that one. Opponent has, yeah, he has a 4 endurance, a 4 subtleties. I feel like I should have an edge because of Overlord, right? They have more Cascade spells. I have Overlord. Wait, they're. Hmm. Man, I'm a green card short of blowing them out. We had 2 Street Wraith and a Scholar. I mean, I think I should force it, right? It's all scary right now. I think things could go wrong. Wait, is that a good play? Subtlety or Agent was a play? Oh, they have Flare. Oh. Alright. Can you imagine if I had one green card short? Well, good thing I binned the Scholar. I mean, now I just need to find a living in and I'm in decent shape, right? Discard Matcha. They have 2 cards left. They do have Swamp Walk. I think I'm fine, right? Was another Scholar here? I'm taking a lot of damage, though. Should I just play Boseiju here, just to save all damage, maybe? All the endurance now. Turtle? What spell am I worried about? Just their force, just being able to fight? Okay, how much damage? Let's say the attack was everyone but the agent. I go double block subtlety, double block street trace, take 9. Alright, I don't know. Sure. Oh yeah, I can't block Wraith. Yeah, I don't know if that was the play. That puts me on the clock. That was... I mean, having to use Turtle on Street Trace is, like, not very appealing at all. How much damage should I take if I block like that? Take 10, I go down to 4. I guess I should just start chomping and whatnot. Probably pretty reasonable. Still keeps me with 2 blockers. Yeah, looking pretty silly for discarding that turtle. Oh well. I'm a Munson. Oh, now they have hardcast subtlety. Just Munson did again. Yeah. I don't have flare now. So ironic. I drew all the endurance after the living end. So silly. I don't think bouncing Street Wraith would have been like super great for me. It gives them like an extra scry, an extra draw. I'm not sure that was really saving me, to be fair. I feel like my egg's got to be better in the mirror with just Scholars into Overlord. It's like not even close. They also had like their one flare of denial was subtlety in that spot to force it through, and I didn't have endurance, and it was like, uh I got so unlucky. Alright, Death Tef. Tef's really scary, obviously. So tilting to lose game one. Feel like I've got to be like such a massive favorite in game one. Like not even close to being close. Oh well. Alright, what's bad in the mirror? Deafening. I mean, if they want to go deafening silence against me, be my guest, please. Turtle's pretty bad. I bet is a land starting town, only good in aggro. No, it could be good in control. In some weird free color control deck. Still taps for colorless, you know. It's not the greatest fixing, but it could be, you know, what your free color deck needs. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Wraith is made, I don't have Swamp. Yeah, and the games go along and it does kind of add up. I'm just always all worried your deck is not super functional without Street Wraith. Also, it's not good with Scholar. It feels kind of greedy to board out all the Street Wraith in your Overlord deck. Forager. I mean, I could trim a Living End too. Maybe I'll just trim Living End and Forager. And keep couple Street Wraith. That's pretty solid, I think. Pretty terrible hand, kind of. It's probably good enough to keep. No, it's probably good enough to keep. It's a little glutted on freeze, but... Okay, I want to get... Black-green, probably. Solid draw. Subtlety's no good here, right? I don't think so. Maybe he fed the Force Land already, keeping the Subtlety is fine. No, not the Street Wraith. The GG Street Wraith. Alright, their latest list had free disputes. Damn. Alright, I guess the line is just go here. I think I'm okay, because if I Endurance now, they could technically have Living End plus Force of Negation. I'm sure that's that good. Like, I think it's okay to say go. I do let them like hard cast a Flare or hard cast a Dispute on my Endurance. Betrayal? Oh. Right, they bring in Betrayal in the mirror, or do they have both? Weird. I didn't even consider that. It seems really bad to not have access to Living and to reset the board and whatnot. Interesting. Alright, so Curator is pretty nice against Tef. Search their library. They can search my library, though. I could Living End. It's pretty good with Flare, right? What could go wrong? They could have Endurance. kind of like Agent now. Agent living in. If they have endurance, I can cycle Curator. And then I have a Curator in play, an Agent, a Flare in hand. They're down to like few cards. I could cast Curator, but then if they have living ends, it's like I guess living in doesn't do anything. I just don't even know what it can have here. I feel like all my plays are good. All my plays are pretty good. I could just hardcast a 4/4 flying. Feels like it's got to be living in now. Death Force of Negation. I have like a blue creature and flare. And it cost them 2 cards. Oh, that's Street Wraith. That's Street Wraith and Endurance. I think that's still fine. I'm gonna hold on to Creator here. Oh, I have the Force for it. Okay. Good deal. I really don't get Betrayal. That seems so heinous. Like it's not good against living in. I don't know. Weird. Alright, they're at 9. Every spell gets disputed, right? I think maybe getting a deja vu. Do I sewers here? Instead of just cycling Curator right away? Not a flare. I mean, double flare. Say go is double flare mana up. Super solid. No, they forced it, Armoric. They forced it. Ah, they have a turtle. Okay. Alright, so now I just want to Ashiok, I think, because their living in's actually getting a little scary. If they do have living ends. Question is, do I mail them or do I mail myself? I can still search my... Oh, they have subtlety. Subtlety plus sync. Let's see. So what's scary here? Living in top deck is scary. I guess I should just cycle. See what I draw. Let's see if I want Ashiok on top. The trail coming in 2 turns. I think I definitely keep the Ashiok, because then I can go Ashiok into Living End. Or I could just go Agent and not Living End. Ooh, Endurance is really nice insurance. Wait, now do I still want that Ashiok? Probably not anymore, right? I have Living End covered. One of Rex. They actually drew Living End. Or I guess they're just going to betrayal my face again. Or do they have both? Wow, that was brutal. Well, no, now I can just Living End, right? They have no cards. I can just Endurance Living End. Oh, they can get an Overlord. They can get an Overlord. Is that good enough? No. They got Endurance. Makes sense. So they have another Betrayal coming next turn. Wait, did I bottom that? I could just like Ashiok them, right? Yeah, I mean, I think I should wait a turn to Living End for sure. Alright, just shuffle my deck. I kind of want a blue creature in play though for my flare. Or I could just counter the flare, right? To not take a chance. Wait, what does flare do? Does it put the creature in play? Oh, it puts. Yeah. I think I just countered the betrayal, right? Yeah, I think nothing can go wrong. But I keep saying that, and they keep having like. But yeah, I think this is really safe line. I am so far ahead on cards that like they need exactly disputes. I would have another endurance. Why they do that now? Are they like targeting themselves? I guess makes sense. So they have something to cascade into. Still gonna be good. It's gonna reset their graveyard, and I'm gonna mill a bunch of stuff. I mean, how is this close? All right, they still have to ferry. Yeah, of course. All right, has some good mills. No living in free creatures. Easy. Yeah, they're gonna attack Ashiok. I think. I mean, I think they're just kind of drawing dead, especially because I drew the disputes. I think they sell Betrayal. I don't know. I hope so. I don't know. Betrayal against Overlord's all scary, I guess. They could lock me out of the game. I guess that's one way for them to know. So they need. They need like endurance exactly here. Actually, true endurance. Okay. Do I counter it with flare or do I counter it with dispute? I'm assuming flare. But I'm pretty skilled. Makes up for having a way worse version in the mirror with some good skills. To be fair, I think they mulligan to 5 this game. What's the play here? Just agents? Agent, no endurance. I don't know. I think maybe I should. I don't think. Not sure what could go wrong if I endurance here. To get an endurance and a curator, I get curator and scholar. Why don't I go for the list? Press, I got covered with dispute. I guess I can hardcast the dispute. No. Dispute does nothing. Hard counter does nothing. We don't think they have living in their deck. Who cares about a curator and an endurance, right? Alright, oh no, I'm just gonna be kind of a coward, I guess, and drew a force. Pretty decent. I'd have no cards. Whatever. Guess I shouldn't have F6, I have a Scholar trigger. Them or my living ends? I have 2 endurance in the yard, just in case they do have somehow living in their deck. Alright, well, I'm definitely not doing the betrayal plan. That looked atrocious. Should I keep in Forager if they're on betrayal? Doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. Oh, I only had 2 living ends left in my deck. I completely forgot. Wow, that could have backfired. Kind of want all the Street Wraith to give myself the best chance of not getting to ferried. Just have the best possible opening hands and stuff. Maybe Ashok's like bad on the draw, honestly. It was kind of bad for me this game. Yeah, I'm just not even gonna bother, I think. Yeah, I think I should just play Tubion. I broke it. That game was kind of close. I think they mulliganed 5 and then made up for it by drawing well in the late game. Alright, great hands. Endurance, lands, answers to Teferi. Cannot ask for much more. Oh. Forgot about Overlord. They just spoiled Fabled Passage? Oh no, it's in standard, but no one plays it, right? Hey, Mark. Mistrise Village? It's pretty mana intensive. It's crazy how Overlord's always the best card in your deck, you know, because it's a bad card. It makes my bad deck less bad. I don't know, yeah. It is pretty messed up card. I do agree. Oh. We're cooked? Why are we cooked? Huh? Why would we be cooked? I guess I could brick on Overlords. Agent or Curator? Okay, let's see. I have a pretty good living in hand. But they have 2 ends. I think just getting an agent is nice.
69 hands, clapping 69 hands.
And it's a blue card for subtlety. It's nice to maybe have the option. I just have Boseiju for the village, if it comes to that, maybe. Youngster Dennis with his clapping hands, 69, the funny number. What are we gonna do? Like trade some endurances? Do I want to do that right away? I guess I'll just say go for now. Maybe I'll upkeep endurance so it doesn't get subtletied. I could endurance now. I really want to get an endurance in play, right? Seems fine to do it now. All I have to do is like keep up parity, right? Have that Overlord in play. No Tef. It's very lucky. Any cycle to get basic forest. No, I should get blue. I think jamming scholar here is pretty terrible because of subtlety and dispute. Also, village and Teferi doesn't even work in subtlety, right? Weird. Seems like the kind of card that would lose you more games than it would win you. Oh, they get the betrayal uncounterable? Yeah, I guess that is pretty good against like frog and stuff. Can't be countered. Okay. So they get what? They get a black overlord here. Hmm. Wait, endurance they got? Oh, why did I cycle street race? I mean, it's not unreasonable to assume they're just gonna get black overlords. Oh, that was so silly. That's pretty massive spew. Subtlety to Charless so they don't have flare. Subtlety to Charless so they don't have. Oh, flare backup. Hmm. No, that's too many resources. I don't think I'm that desperate. I mean, I'm doing just fine, right? Okay. Like in Living End here was backup dispute and subtlety for endurance. Alright, let's do that first. Hopefully I mill an extra creature. That'd be nice. Also just cast a scholar. That seems bad. I could say go or cast agent. Getting more subtleties and endurance in play doesn't do a ton for me right now. I think just casting agent is good. I don't think much can go wrong here. Especially just because I have the Overlord coming. They could have been holding on to Ray. Yeah. Yeah, true. I didn't have a green card for Endurance. Yeah, maybe. Sinking to Super would be nice. Not surely they get Overlord, right? Overlord to Fairy is kind of nasty. They got back Agent. They have free betrayals? I'd have Exalted on their Overlord too. Probably should just not attack, right? I might lose this game. I might just lose this game. Might lose the game to the Cascade trigger. Oh, I wanted to cast Endurance, but I got distracted by annoying dude. I think I'm just gonna cast Endurance and block with everyone. Hopefully that's not too heinous. Market block was everyone. If they have double turtle. I guess I should have to cast color if I was gonna do that. I don't know what to do. We can have unblockable Teferi. Alright. I don't know what to do here. I really don't want to lose my overlord, but no block subtlety up. Oh yeah, I could just do that. We know they have Tef. Well, at least block and make them use a... Like, this is not costing me much, right? Yeah, at least make them do something about it, I think. Like, if they use a turtle, I lose an agent. That's like -2 mana, minus a turtle. Alright, I endurance their graveyard, which was awful. Yeah, I butchered it. That was the play, just double block and see what happens. I'm gonna close chat because I can't lose more time. But yeah, that was me messing up. A little scary to pitch my subtlety. Yeah, I blew it, obviously. That was like atrocious. At least we know they're not ghosting. They're playing super cautiously. Comedy, all that to do was like double block and not do anything else. That endurance play was one of the worst plays ever. We're gonna time out now. It's a pretty good draw. Okay, so they just got back Waker. What should I get back? Maybe just an Endurance, because it's a flash threat. Whatever, seems fine. Might be able to stall. That was second to Fairy. Have a land left. It's just another betrayal, right? Oh no, they're both in the yard. Ah. Wait, I don't lose because I'm short on time. I didn't have time to like get back a creature. Alright, thanks, buds. No second lands. Nope. Yep. Do, 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 do. Yeah. That was random, the Charlotte's agent. Alright, what is opponent up to? Is Ikean from IKEA? Gloria's Vengeance? Oof. Oh, I'd have 4 endurance in my deck. Still kind of annoying. Emperor of Bones. JVP? Wow, we got a hero. Free JVP main deck. Damn, you got my attention. I'm in. Well played, opponent. Well played. Good beats. It's brutal. Well, I guess I'm not winning that game. Maybe I should have looked them up first. I guess I would have kept my hand regardless. It's the Jerry Thompson list. Wow. No lands, pretty brutal. Well, no, I have to pray they don't have Goryo. I have to have like free card Force of Will. It will cost me everything, but so I basically need an endurance before I do anything. I don't have endurance, I don't have black mana, I don't have a third land. I do have a lot of scholars, so that will help. I mean, I kind of have to subtlety that. I almost want to pitch the agent, but then I'm really far from living end. I was just pitch agent and trying to win a fair game was back-to-back scholars. Like hope my top card is. Oh, I got max punished. I drew endurance over a land. Now I wish I'd kept the agent, obviously. Yeah, Johnny, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I explained my plans. I was like, well, if I draw third land, I can just start casting scholars. Obviously, more likely to draw a third land than an endurance. Oh, everyone's playing Village now? One mistries Village. On Cowell. I mean, this is obviously like silly. I feel like game one should probably be really good for me too. I would guess. Or endurance against the Gora's Vengeance deck. Maybe not. They have annoying cards, I guess. Frog, Emperor of Bones, a lot of annoying 2-drops. Alright, deck, you can do it. On tap. Should probably just scoop, right? We're still on the binding plan. Force of negation. Multiple forces? Is that... Okay. Hey, Mark. Nerd. Misclick there. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I should play that card. Seemed kind of good last couple matches. The attack 9 I misclicked. Dimensioned. Alright, enough. That was the OG Betrayal matchup. On all the removal. Force can be a little awkward because they can instant speed Goro's Vengeance. Force is mostly for Teferi. So like Force is not the greatest. I'm not sure what else to cut though. What else he cut besides Force? Just Curators maybe? Curator is a Street Wraith. Curator blue card better was Scholar. Force Scholar always feels like a lot. But it kind of dodges Force Consign. It's pretty nice. Like 4 Endurance and 4 Scholar is kind of a lot, I think. Or Subtlety could be a lot too. I mean, their deck is mostly creature and Tefs. Please call me because I've told you about that like bubble tea place that's always empty. It's like we wonder if it's not a front for like money laundering. It's literally it's been open for years and we never see anyone. Like occasionally we'll see like a person or two. And like Liz called me because she saw 4 families in there, like multiple people. All right. I kind of want to start fetching blue, I guess. What are the Ashucks for? Oh, I didn't bring them in? They're for Titan mostly. Are they good in this matchup? Did I just forget? I think I just forgot about Ashok during sideboarding. I'm not sure I would have brought them in. They have a lot of creatures, like frog and stuff. I think I'm just looking to play a fair game, honestly. I think I'm just kind of trying to play like a fish game, you know? Especially on the just drop an Overlord, sit back on Endurance and counters and Subtlety, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Ashok is good. I don't think Ashok's especially good in this matchup. I mean, just agents, right? Just start casting agents. Make them have it. Hey, Ted. The French team up, yeah. I mean, to be fair, the markup on bubble tea is probably obscene. Because you see them everywhere now. I wonder what's better markup, bubble tea or pizza? Because they sell you that for like, what, 77 euros, that bubble tea for a bunch of tea, milk. I think my brother told me a story about he was talking to some rich guy who had a bunch of businesses, and he was saying how his best business by far is that like tiny hole in the wall pizza place, like you know, like these like really small where it's like one dude and the oven and stuff. It's like I don't know, like 9 square meters or something, and profit margin on bits is higher. Bits as in Twitch bits. I mean, isn't Twitch like not even like it used to not be profitable? That's why they started spamming the ads, I think. Oh no, not the virtual kitchens. It's they're on the street. You can just get stuff, but they're just like. All right, give me a sec here. How many disputes did their last list have? Just the 2, but they also have 4 for some negation.
What a quadruple A is your margin? A quadruple A on this A.
All right. My margin, I don't know. 100% margin. That's why I'm so rich. Thanks for the bits, Beyond. All right, so they both get disputed, but at least I get Agent into play. Was one of them? Is the upsides? Why would I not play Agent first? Oh, plus Agent, I could just get unlucky, right? Yeah, I guess it's 100% Agent first. Yeah. Plus I have Dismember for the frog, so the frog's like not that scary. Dude, they boarded out their creatures. Okay. But why'd they bring in Ghost Vacuum? I guess Ghost Vacuum's kind of a win con. What do I do for game 3? They brought in 4 consigns, all the 4s, the Ghost Vacuum, a Dispute, a Spell Pierce, the 2 Tefts. They keep in... Is that Goryo? Goryo JVP? I would probably try and figure out their hands. Let's see. Alright, sorry chat. Try hard mode here. Leyline Binding. Prob. Their list is a little different because they have Third Emperor of Bones. They didn't have that last time. I think probably Solitude. They have a third Solitude in the sideboards. 4 Force, 4 Consign. Oh, their list is a little different. These Ghost Vacuums are probably for the Spell Bomb. What are the Thoughtseize? Press stamp on my keyboard? What? Mending's another card they didn't have last time too. How many lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 2 lands? Something like that? Something like 2 lands. Okay. Solitude's pretty solid. Rock's pretty solid. I mean, it feels like I can't possibly lose. Emperor of Bones also pretty solid. I don't know. I guess I'll just do Solitude. So I don't have to worry. I can save my Dismember for... Jace for the memes? Don't they get it when I flip Jace? Why do you want me to lose? Emperor? Emperor was probably fine, right? Feels kind of like unlosable. It's kind of rough. They board out the biggies, but my betrayals are still pretty solid. Binding something. Oh, Goryo. We should probably fight over that, right? That's good value. This will have force plus dismember. Subtlety kind of nice. Right, the Sky Turtle. Oh, you got the updated list, Vian? Hackerman Vian reporting for duty. Oh, that's the same list you just shared, right? Oh, I know that list I'm using is old, yeah. I know when I went through the deck, there's like that Spell Pierce was new, the vacuums were new. No, I kind of have it memorized, I think. Kind of unfortunate. I guess it's not the end of the world, right? Dude, their list is so cool. The Gorya's JVP. Damn, the 304 bracket was living in Gorya's Vengeance. We only played against Energy once, and that was round one. Oops. Yeah. Surely this is fine. Whoopsie! I did a whoopsie. Probably one JVP con just like. Just frog? Does it matter? I didn't realize me grabbing pen and paper would trigger that kind of reaction. What else was I supposed to do? Take a screenshot? Open a text document? Hey, what's up? Oh, you're wearing a magic t-shirt. Well, just came to close the door. I'm being loud, apparently. I mean, I'm sticking to my plan. Makes Ashok even worse. My money, yeah. Maybe I need to trim subtlety. Maybe force a bit better than subtlety. I mean, force so narrow. But having to subtlety to fairy is kind of a yikes. Maybe flare is a little worse when I'm on the draw. It's so good with agent though. And subtlety I can find with overlord, which is nice. Alright, guess I'm just gonna stick to my guns. Alright. It's fine. Don't have an answer to frog yet. Turn to frog, turn to JVP. Which is unfortunate, but I don't think I can mulligan. And that has an answer to Tef and mana into turn free agent. Does not seem reasonable. Ah, that's brutal. Wow. Worst possible. Do I think they'll switch back? Why would they switch back? No, I don't think so. Might have to subtlety here. Especially with one less betrayal. I mean, that agent could just be kind of a break. I see this is what you want to be doing, but it is what it is. That's a good draw. Yeah, Ben, thank you. Oh, the mug starts tonight. Oh, they bottomed and they're not playing it? They're stuck on lands? You take the turn off here? Or you just jam the agent? Or you just jam the agent, right? Before I draw the last betrayal? I don't hate taking the turn off, actually. I'm going to take the turn off. Wow. First time chatter was the line. Land drop is nice, right? So I don't draw betrayal and add dispute back up. You're not the MTGO I know, right? Legend. Rav the skies. They're mixing it up. Yeah, only way my hand would be better if is I had the last betrayal left in the. Oh, you might be Mike McGee. Was it Mike your first name? I forget. It's you? What's up, buddy? Oh, no counters. They might have Tef. I mean, it's gotta be Frog, right? Oh. Chat, 1 sec. What do they have? I think they have a Frog in here. Oh, they have Indulgence. They have Indulgence. Frog. Wait, they have disputes? Oh, they're trying to force Wait, they have 2 disputes in hand? Did I dream the disputes? If only I'd taken a screenshot. Oh, because they have binding. That's why they don't care. 2 binding. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to do the living ends. Screenshot in Discord. Thank you. Okay, no, they don't have disputes. They don't have spell pierce. Oh no, they have 1 dispute, 1 spell pierce, and 1 in the graveyard. Okay, so they do have 2 disputes in hand. 2 disputes, 2 binding, frog, indulgence. That's a pretty good hand. They have no, yeah, they have no lands. We need to have no lands. Oh, they brought in the 2 Rav Disguise. What did it cut for 2 Rav Disguise? I don't get it. They still have the vacuums. They still have the mendings. Have all the JVPs, all the frogs, all the maybe some of the cards I just mentioned then. Yeah, I guess in hindsight I should have kept living it and maybe. Well. I already cut all the Gorios this time. I'm gonna fight over it, right? They have their own frog. They have another binding probably. They have disputes. Maybe I should do like 2 betrayals and 1 or 2 living ends. Call him counter, but he probably just has binding dispute unless he trimmed the binding. Seems pretty bad to trim binding against my betrayal plan. You know what? Maybe I should have some. No, never mind. I was gonna say Foundation Breaker. That doesn't make a ton of sense. JVP first? I don't want to let that resolve. And then just use my Awakened. Target of disputed JVP and then hardcast Force of Negation to Binding. Should I give him the choice? I think it's fine, right? I guess why do I need Ents in my graveyard if there's no living ends? Oh, I messed up. I don't have all blue mana. Yeah, that was loose. It's only bad if he has binding plus force. Alright, I guess he trimmed the binding. I think I want to use Awaken now. Isn't Katsuga the ghosting cheater guy? Yeah, I think so. Why? Oh. Oh, because he made it to the Mox? Yeah, Katsuga, he's on my list. Known ghoster, it says. Probably pretty close game. Probably just lose to Tef if he drew that. Frog. Alright. Think I should draw an Overlords. Think that would be a good draw. I'm due for an Overlord. Think's pretty good, right? Surely. No, to dismember one Overlords. You made discard a cards. Exile, dismember, land. Dispute, I guess. Make him exile cards. He's playing like a JVP deck. Oh, Ephemerate. Alright. I think I should counter Ephemerate, right? I guess they still get their frog back. I think it's fine. I don't know, maybe that's lose. No, I think it's fine. This way I have like this draw plus a draw. Return target creature or land. I get back an Overlord here if I want to. Man, that Awaken the Dead did so much work. I'd have Consign. Still did a lot of work. Just kind of getting rid of the cards I wanna. I don't know, all of these cards are pretty good, I guess. Oh. Did I mess that up? Yeah, the old on board. I mean, we're left with no cards. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I like. I'm fine with that, right? I think. Alright, now I have to discard, right? Yeah, they got me in a rough spot. Makes you wonder if I could have kept an extra card at some point. Alright, big draw steps. And they have mending, obviously, for some redraws. Speaking of big draw step, wow. That's a draw. I mean, they wouldn't let me just draw a Force of Negation, right? If they had something for the frog. Unless they have Binding plus Force of Negation. Then they would want to bait something. Getting a little low on time. I'm gonna close chat and try and speed up. This game could go for a while. Display Curator and bounced seems like pretty solid. Not gonna overthink it here. I'm a little low on time. The one turtle, they might not see it coming. Could be huge if they just discard a card. Consign doesn't work, right? Got more time, I would like Hollywood a bit. I mean, what are they gonna do? Not discard, let their frog die, I guess. Oh, and I get a scry? The value scry? Kind of huge. Yeah, a spell is a spell, I guess. Okay, they need Teferi. I need to dodge Teferi one more time. Dubs Frog. Dubs Frog, no cards in hand. I'm just gonna attack. If they want to chomp, I think I'm okay with that. I can give it flying anyways if they want to. Alright, so I was a little lucky at the end there. Needed to dodge a lot. That looks like I got them. Two minutes. They're probably gonna drop the fairy now. I'm gonna have subtlety. Little dagger. Turtle's so good against the frog decks. Ooh, endurance now. Do I even have a land left to fetch? Can't get basic forest. Should have a watery grave if it's not exile, yeah. Good endurance main phase. I guess I can do it in sep. And step endurance just lethal. It's funny, living is usually like kind of a fast deck. Not today, I guess. GG. I got to give me a GG and they tried to run the clock down. Kind of awkward. Alright. That's tough for sure. Felt a little lucky. No land, no overlords. Lands and overlord. Wow, that hand's nice. Aryan Soul. Alright, I misspelled that. Aryan underscore soul. Is it prowess? So all about speed. Keeping the lands. I guess I don't need that forager. If that's what they're playing. Do I like the FF games? I mean, I loved Final Fantasy, but it's the only one I've ever played, so. I did have a tough end with that one. I just got stuck. I like couldn't get to the next step for some reason. So I never finished it. Just spending a lot of time on it. FF7. It's not that my land is relatively pain-free, like no fetch land, the one basic. Yeah. I wonder sometimes I don't know, I don't play video games at all, but I don't know why. Do I want to get back anything? I want to get back a green card at least for. They literally have no interaction, right? I guess I should have not brought back anything. I guess I'll bring back Turtle. I don't know, maybe once I'm a little less obsessed with basketball, I'll start playing video games. I don't really watch TV shows much anymore. I'll play video games. I mean, literally, they need to kill me. They need to have like, I don't know. Can they turn to kill? Probably, right? I guess that's okay. I have endurance, so I can even like, I can even stop the delirium. So they probably can't kill me. Yeah, exactly. Like multiple mutagenic growth. Maybe Lavadark mutagenic growth's probably lethal, I would guess. It's like 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, quad mutagenic growth and Lavadart is not even lethal. Oh, they play Manamorphose? No, they don't, because it's awkward with Steel Cutter, I think. Alright, do you save? Do you save the endurance, maybe? Seems reasonable. Winning the die roll was a good opening hand. Freebie. I even have the flare, just in case. There's a buy in top 8. No, I'm assuming the sideboard games become tough. They don't need a ton of interaction because they kill you so fast. 1 crit, 4 consigned, 2 spell pierce, yeah. Oh, did they implement play draw advantage? They did, right? Wow. It's pretty huge. Not playing. Well, the problem with Morphos is that it's a non-bow with Steel Cutter, and it's like all Windmore and awkward, and yeah, I mean, kind of that. Like, what do you cut? Alright, so crypts. I guess I'm gonna have to ignore that one. Consign spell pierce surgical. Oh, they have steel cutter. Hmm. Trim street wraith and a scholar, something like that, maybe. How good is force of negation? Decent against steel cutter. I probably want like a couple foundation breaker for steel cutter and the one crypt. And then I want this probably the only fast game for you. XDD. I'm assuming the harvesters are good, right? Surely. How bad can it be? Could bring in Dismember and try to win a fair game. How many cards would that be? 64. Subtlety feels bad. Trying to grind wisdom feels all bad. Against 4 iterations and a million cheap counter spells. Boarding out Scholar might be silly. Flare. Probably trim a flare on the draw. Probably trim at least a force of negation. Foundation Breaker seems kind of bad, but you keep all pitches. I don't know, against 2 spell pierce, 4 consigns and stuff, I can't just pitch myself into oblivion. I think I'm going to trim some of the pitches. Alright, I'm not sure going down to 1 flare was the play, but... What happened to my blue-red list? Low stop on... Yeah, I was just losing. I thought it was decent against energy at first, and then I had like a bad stretch against energy and decided it was not worth it. I didn't try the Jeskai versions. Alright, fine hands. Undefeated Curse. Well, they have play draw now in top 8, so... Oh, they're mulliganing to 5. We might actually have a little time to look at the spoilers after this round. Oh, you're top of the free 2s? And Arian was one of your losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You might make it either way if you win. Like 1, 2. Let's say these guys make it no matter what. 4, let's say 6 make it no matter what. Yeah, I guess kind of depends what your opponents do last round. Well, I'm glad I decided not to mess around and play what I thought was a good deck, even though I say Living End's not very fun to watch, but I don't know, that Overlord version is pretty cool. Plays way more fair games and stuff, way more fun than the old versions, for sure. We need an emote, a first draw step Living End emote. I mean, I should keep it right against no 1-drop. The mirror and guard matchup were fun, yeah. I mean, the round 1 against energy was like really tense. All my matches were quite good. Energy's interaction's good against the blue rich things, but our cutters. Yeah, and they have like a Ravda Sky or 2 in the sideboard. Like if they draw that, it's tough. I trimmed the force of negation, and I kept more subtleties and flares on the draw against the steel cutter deck. It's kind of unfortunate. I did trim 2 of the 3 flares and 1 of the subtleties and got the wrong one. Living In's back. It was never gone, I guess. Never left. Yeah, maybe keeping Overlord when I had Scholar and Agent against a multi-5 was just silly. I even had like Force of Will kind of. Oh, I could have Force of Will the Core Seal Cutter. I didn't even consider it. Yeah, I didn't consider it. Not gonna lie. I have to Subtlety, I need to. And discard Flare? Not sure. I like the guy making fun of me only fast game for you, and he's like a minute behind on clock. Might as well. If I draw land, I can Agent Living In anyways. Alright, I don't hate my spots. Put on the bottom. Put both on the bottom? Yeah. They could just still win, right? Easily. Not easily, but I almost wonder if I'm not. No, I guess I can always chum block. No, I guess not. I was thinking like iteration and they could pop off again and whatnot, but I guess with Overlord in hand I can get back my agent. Maybe if I like mail the last Living In and then don't draw an endurance. No, they bought them both. They bought them DRC and Slickshot. Probably just have to have it art my face, right? Just to rebuild the board and hope to top deck iteration. Has a weird attack. Just chump attacking that token. Noted. All right. I mean, the reason I'm Living In is because they have Spell Pierce and Consign in their deck, and I don't want to miss my window. 6-0, nice. I mean, that's that.